So I welcome you to this very module one of intentional content creation masterclass. Basically, this is more of the foundation of content creation. We did the orientation and we we created sensitization on what you are to expect in this course. So we are diving into the course right now. I believe by now you would have carved out your message, you'd have gotten clarity from the action points that was sent to us. You'd have gotten clarity on your message, and then by now you are supposed to have done your customer avatar. I sent all those exercises to us. So basically, if you have done your customer avatar, it means that you've been able to know who your customer is, where to find your customers, what do they spend on, what are their pain points, what keeps them up at night, you know. So if you are able to, if you have done your customer avatar, then let's dive in. Basically, today, like I said, we're visiting the foundation of content creation, the foundational topics of content creation. On our table of contents, we're first of all going to look at self assessment. Self assessment. We're going to look at self assessment in your content creation. So basically, when you are doing your personal appraiser, it's like more like appraising yourself, trying to find out where exactly you are on your content creation journey. This is very important because it helps you to know what you need to do. If you find out that probably you're at level one, level two, or three, then what is needed for you to go further? So that's why it's very important. I know all of us are at different levels in our content creation. Some are at the amateur level, some are at the beginner level, and some have already known a lot of things in content creation. So it's very important for you to ascertain your actual level in content creation. So one of these questions I'll be asking you will help you to actually know. So you are expected to answer them honestly because of course we can't lie to ourselves. You're expected to answer them honestly to yourself and then rate yourself by yourself. So it's a self-assessment, it's a self-awareness assessment of your content creation journey. Basically, first of all, how often do you experiment with new content format or style outside your comfort zone? Do you try to dish out different content to your audience to find out their reaction, to find out their feedbacks? Do you actually do that? Because these things will help you. It will actually help you so that you know which level you actually are. And then another one is this. So basically, on your creative process, how to check your creativity, how well are you able to test different content styles on your audience? Sometimes you just create different contents to just see which particular content does your audience engage in mostly. So you just dish out different contents, at randomly and try to see the reaction of your audience. So this will help you to be able to know the kind of content that resonates with your audience. Another area you need to look at is your audience connection. How well do you balance how well do you balance creating content you enjoy versus what your audience demand? So when you are test running these contents, you would get to a point whereby you need to create content that is out of your comfort zone. It's not a content that you are used to, but you just want to create it because you want to check the reaction of your audience. So how well are you comfortable with that? You need to rate yourself. How effectively do you manage creative blocks and maintain consistency output? How well are you able to manage content? They say writer's block, content creators block. Those things don't even exist. Like I said, if you are able to draft your customer avatar very well, then you will not run out of content ideas to create because you would have known who your customers are, the things they are thinking, what they are doing, where they go to, where they buy from, their pain points, what keeps them up at night. So you have a whole lot of topics to be able to create content, to be creative in creating content that will resonate with your audience. So basically, let's look at how you can connect. Question: how you can connect with your audience? How deeply do you understand your target audience needs, their preferences, and their pain points? This is, you can only know this when you are able to craft your customer avatar. Like the last time someone was asking me, your customer avatar is based on each customer you are interfacing with per time. So you could even have different customer avatars based on the people you are planning to reach out to. So you feel free to create different customer avatar, so that at every time you can be able to diversify on your content creation based on that particular. You can choose to write this content on this particular customer avatar today. Tomorrow you can choose to write on the other customer avatar. So these are ways you can widen your reach as a content creator. How authentically do you present yourself? The content you are creating, are they authentic? Even if, I know these days we have AI and stuff. Even if you are using AI, you should be able to tailor your content from AI based on your unique personality, based on what you are offering. Let it sound like you, let your content sound like you. And not only that, whatever information you are giving to your audience, you must make sure that those information are genuine. Make research. Don't just dish out a content that you are not sure. Some people bring out facts, and I see some content, the people will be like, oh, this is not true, it's not like that. Sometimes some people will even open the page whereby the actual truth is and post it on the content. You don't want that. So that's why you have to make your due research before you dish out your content. Remember, once your content go online, everyone in the world can view it. So what perception do you want to give your audience? Remember, your own customer can be in that comment section looking at what people are commenting about you. So that's why you must make sure that every content you are creating is authentic. Now, how well do you incorporate and act upon your audience feedback? Don't just create content. Take time. I know most of us, we are guilty of that. Sometimes you could be busy. Even if you have a content creation system, you must make sure that you take time to listen to the feedback, to read the feedback of people on your content. On your content, you must make sure you know what feedback people are giving. I know some of us are at different stages. Like for some influencers, they've reached a stage whereby they have content creation assistant. Some people, some companies even hire a content creator in their organization. So if at all you get to that stage, you must always take time personally to check the feedback, because probably sometimes your staff might overlook it. So you must try to check the feedback. I remember there was a time someone made a comment on, I think it was on Otedola's post. She used a business account to make a comment. Probably the content creator forgot that she was using her boss's page. I don't even know why she did that. And she made an insultive comment to Otedola. You could imagine what that thing would do to the image creation of that business. And the boss got to know, of course it went viral, and the boss got to know. The lady was apologizing. The boss was so not happy. She came on social media saying she's not the one, it's her assistant. So you see, that's why it's very important for you to check your feedbacks, so that based on the feedbacks you could give them instruction on the kind of content they need to create going forward. Because there are sometimes your audience will tell you directly, oh, we need to see this, we need more of this particular content you created. They will give you feedback. So based on that feedback, you take it and you work with it. Don't ignore Make sure you don't ignore the feedback of your audience, because every of your content is created for their own sake. You are creating it for the audience, it's not your own. So we go to professional growth. As you are growing as a content creator, you must grow to become professional. You cannot continue to do what you were doing as an amateur and still continue even as you are growing. You must learn to balance up yourself. Now, how regularly do you analyze your content performance beyond the surface level? How well do you analyze your content creation beyond the surface level? Like now, most of this social media, most of these social media accounts, like for one, Facebook, Instagram, you have insight, you have your inside board. Do you actually take time to look at those board to see feedbacks about your audience? You must take time to do that. See the content your customers engage in the most. Engagement is not only about likes and comments. The insight will show you the reach of your content, how many people actually viewed your content. You will see it, especially those who are on professional, whose accounts are on professional mode. You will see the number of people. You will also be able to see the people viewing your content from different zones. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to know. You will know if the bulk of your audience are from Nigeria, or which country, or even within Nigeria. Are they from Lagos? Are they from Abuja? So when you get to know that, will help you in your content creation, because you bring out content based on that zone. You have them in mind. So even when you are creating stories, you create stories that will resonate with them, stories that will make you to connect with them. This is very important, so that you can be able to connect with your audience and gain their trust. Now, how effectively do you network? How effectively did you network with other content creators in your niche? That's one of the advantage we're having in this particular course. We are having a whole community of content creators. So because every one of us are at different level. So because we are at different level, you have one or two things to learn from each other. Those who are from level one, beyond, like that. When you have a community of content of like-minded people, you tend to grow together, because you sharpen each other. So basically, that is the reason why this is not just a course, but it's also community building. We create a group of accountability partners for you. You will be able to you'll be able to relate with each other and flow along with each other, because it's not about competition. Content creation, in fact, there's no competition. Why? Because of course your niches are different, so there's nothing like competition. This one could be into this career, the other person could be into that, could be buy and selling. The other person could be into children, different content areas. So there's no need for competition. All you need to do is a group of like-minded people that come together to assist and strengthen each other. So basically, you should be able to flow in this network. How well do you adapt to platform changes and industry trends? You should be able to adapt. Like if you notice this influencer Emeka Novice, I think Facebook banned his account 2 times, but he was still able to bounce back. So you should be able to bounce back. Don't don't When there is a change, be able to bounce back. you know Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms, they change their trends every time. So as a content creator, you should be able to adjust, not to allow it to affect you, to affect what you do. Now, we move to work-life integration. How successfully do you maintain boundaries between content creation and your personal life? This is very important. I think just a few days back, I shared a content on my post on my page about a lady who was robbed by armed robbers, and when they came into the house, they sat down and started telling her, and told her, go and bring everything you have. When she brought it, they checked and those things were not there. And they started asking her, okay, where is the ring your husband gave you? Where is the bracelet I think your friend gave you? So they were asking her key things. So after they finished, she had the courage to like, you are professional. How did you get all this information about me? And they told her that they are her friends on Facebook. They got that information from her because she was posting as each event was happening, she was posting it and posting. So basically, as a content creator, it's very important. We talk about creating stories, creating personal stories on our content, but then we should be able to create a balance. It's not everything. Like if you look at Madam Chioma, she creates content and speak about her marriage, speak about her family, but she's not dishing out everything. She's just dishing out particular some side of her life. She will not tell you that, oh, today me and my family we are traveling to here, we are this. You are giving vital information about you, about yourself, about your loved ones. So we must be aware. Remember, I told you that once you are dishing out content, you are dishing it out to the world. Once your content goes online, anyone, anywhere can see it and view it. So that's why you must learn how to demarcate, how to create a balance between your personal life and your content creation. How well do you manage the emotional impact of public visibility and criticisms? As a content creator, you must know this, that criticisms are bound to happen. People are bound to criticize you one way or the other. You must get to that point whereby people, you see, in this part of the world we call it dragging, that it will reach a point in time that you will get dragging. But how well have you built up yourself to be able to stand and take it and not allowing it affect you, or even make you to like say, oh, this content creation, I cannot do it again, I'm leaving it. Oh, to make you to throw in the towel. You must build up yourself. You must build a wall of resistance to be able to withstand whatever insult, abuse, criticism that might come, and have the emotional intelligence to be able to answer them very well, because you don't know how many people are watching your post. So many times some things have happened and people will be like, oh, this person, I respect this person. While this and this was going on, the person was quiet, he did not even react, because they are watching to see your reaction. If you now decide to say, okay, let's start exchanging words. Why will you call me like that? What's your business with what I do and stuff? You are exposing yourself, because your genuine customers are watching. They may not comment on your post, they may not like, but they are watching and they are seeing what is happening, and they are rating your actions on those things. Now, how effectively do you prevent creators burn out while maintaining productivity? Like I said, when you are able to build a system, these things would not even happen, because if you build a system, then you have space for yourself. You should be able to balance up your content creation life with your personal life, with your career, because some people still have a running career while doing content creation. So you should be able to balance it. So that's where the use of tools come in, the use of automation tools come in. And if you check most of these platforms, you could also even schedule your post. Your post could be scheduled. So when you are able to schedule your post, you find out that things will just flow easily. And then when you get to the stage whereby you can get a content assistant, good for you. You find out that all you need to do is just to withdraw back, and when you feel that you need space, you withdraw back and allow yourself to air out, and then you come back. Meanwhile, while you are away, your page is not vacant. There are still systems that are keeping that place busy. So that's basically it. All these things I've asked us, you rate yourself and know which level you are at the moment. Are you at the level of average? Are you below average? Are you above average? Are you saying that I need significant improvement? Are you excellent? Whichever level you are, then when you rate yourself, you will now be able to move forward on what you need to do, basically. So basically this is it, on your assessing your level on content creation. We are going to move to the next topic, which is your unique content DNA, your own unique content DNA. How do you come about your own unique content DNA? How can you have your unique voice? Like if there are some people, immediately you see their content, you know what you are going to see. I made an illustration a while ago about a woman. I think in her page is Nurse Vicky. Basically, her content is about women going to give birth, pregnant women and stuff, their family and stuff. So once you see a post from her, you already know what you are going to see. She has already crafted her own unique voice. This is her audience and this is what she's dishing out. She is creating content tailored to pregnant women, families that want to give birth and stuff. So that is all about your own unique, creating your own authentic voice as a content creator. So you must have your own core identity. You must have understand yourself. What's your identity? What are your values? What are your beliefs? What are the things that keep you up? What are the things that you are genuinely passionate about? You must ask yourself these questions. These questions are pointers to your unique voice. The things you are passionate about, things that when you see them not going right, you find out that you are angry about it. You want those things to be done the way in a certain way. Check out at those things. When you check, you find out that they are pointers to your own unique voice. What are the things that you could stay and talk about for hours and not get tired? They are your areas of your perspective. Check those things. Your experiences sometimes affect you. When you go through some experiences, you saw some things that were not right and you feel like you want to fix it. You feel like you want to fix it. Like, for instance, when I shared about my story of transitioning, it resonated with people. Why? Because a lot of people go through transition and don't even know how to move on. They transition probably from school to looking for a job or from working out of job and so on and so forth. But the content resonated with them because a lot of people are at those stages. So your experience can shape your own unique voice, your own unique content creation. Now, what is your voice definition? Your primary tone. What is your own style? You must sit down to craft your own style of content creation. What do you want to what do you want to showcase? What do you want people to perceive about your content creation? If you see online, you notice that different people are doing different content. Some is about family, some is about what they call it, comedy, some is educative content, some is a kitchen. Like you see Diary of a Kitchen Lover. What does she do? She does food, cook, and teach you how to cook different variety of meals. You know everything about food. So you must sit down and create your own unique voice, your own unique voice in your content creation. Like when people see your post, what are they thinking even before reading it? They have already known that, okay, this person is this particular post, the person will bring out. So once they see your content, they just know, oh, it will be about this. And they will easily resonate because you have already built a system. You are not there's no confusion. They are not wondering today which content will you bring out. Tomorrow, oh, I don't even know what you bring out. Once they see your content, they know that it's about this. And then you find out that this having a unique voice like that is will now begin to attract people that have the problem you are solving. It will attract them to you. They just know that when I'm looking for a content, an informative content, probably about food, this is the person I should go to his page because this person always bring out those kind of content. So that's how you now begin to sift your audience. You will now have audience who are tailored to what you are actually providing. Now, you must choose your style of content. There are various style of content. Some people bring out informative content. Some people bring out motivational content. Some people bring out storytelling. So even though storytelling is supposed to be infused into almost every content because people love to hear stories. If it's a story, they will stop. They will stop to listen and they will stop to hear. So that's why we must infuse that. Some people's content is in a humor style, like more like a comedy content. People like Brain Jotter, that his content is tailored to comedy. So you must sit down and think about your own approach, what you want to, how you want your content creation to be perceived. So when you look at those things and you start creating content in a little time, people already know what to think of when they see your content. So now you must ask yourself, as much as you build systems, as much as you have different systems, you need to ask yourself, what does my content sound like me? Like, for those who probably subsequently you're going to get a content creator assistant, you're going to make use of AI to produce content. You must make sure that the content sound like you. Like, people should not be able to differentiate and say, oh, this content is Farida that made it. Oh, this particular one, I don't think it's somebody else. You must have your unique voice that people will hear it from every of your content. So even when you are hiring assistants for content creation, you must, and sensitize them and orient them on how your content creation is, so that they will sound like you even when they create content. Then this content that they create, when how you now start, testing yourself to see, when your close friends look at those content, will they perceive that it is you? Can you maintain your voice consistently? You must make sure that your content carries your voice. When I say carries your voice, it doesn't, I'm not trying to say that you are the one that will speak or you are the one that will write. No. Even if it's someone else, you're using a clone or anything, AI, you're using content creation assistant, you must make sure that that person speaks like you, says what you will say if it were you. So that's very important. And then when you create this voice, when you have your own voice and you begin to flow in it, you find out that you will be in your more like in your comfort zone. It will be more like you have entered into your comfort zone. These things come gradually. Gradually, you get perfection in that particular unique voice that you have chosen. Remember that your voice should feel like your most authentic self. Having a conversation with a friend who needs your specific help. Each time you are creating content, don't create content as if it's an analog or you're trying to do the official. Try to create content more like you are gisting with a friend and you are trying to help the friend to solve his need. So when people read your comments, they find it, and like they connect with it. The person who is going through that particular phase, you find out that there will be deeper connection. There will be deeper connection with them, because you know they would have connected with you because the message is the message you are dishing out is it resonates with them, it resonates with their story, and it resonates with what they are going through, basically. Now, zones. Now, your profitable zones are areas in which you can monetize your content creation. These are basically what are the things that you could do to monetize your content creation. Now, there are some checklists you need to look at in order to start monetizing your content. What is that checklist? For those who want to go into coaching coaching basically, you must be able to check your teaching ability, your teaching and creative ability. How well are you able to teach? Like, that's why for you to we're still going to streamline the whole thing. For you to get comfortable with this, some people might have to start creating video content. If you're going to be creating course, you must have been comfortable with creating videos. So you can go on a content, probably 10 days content creation, 20 days, or even 30 days. Another aspect you need to look at is that what are your long-term interests? This content creation that you have started, what do you project for the future? Or are you need to have a projection. Where do you hope to be in the near future in your content creation? This will be help you, and to be this will be a guide to help you to in crafting your own profitable zone. Sorry, I didn't change the slide. So another one is monetary potential. The monetary potential you stand to gain in that field that you want to dive in. So you must look at all those things. What is your personal expertise level? That area of content creation you want to dive in. What knowledge do you have of it? In fact, if you could acquire courses in that field, that will increase your credibility. Yeah. So basically, what is your audience value analysis? Your audience value analysis is simply your customer avatar. If you notice, you can see that we keep going coming back to customer avatar because like that is key in your content creation. So basically, what are the pain points of your customers? What are their urgent needs? What are their spending pattern? What do they spend their money on? What is their current, and then when you look at all those things, what is the gap in the market? Those problems of your customer, is there a competitor that is already solving those things? And then you have to now look at the current solution. What solution that you can bring out that will be unique to your audience, that they don't have any choice but to patronize you. So these are very, very important. So what are the pathways, the monetization pathways we have here? Number one, digital products. Digital products could be courses or ebooks and so on and so forth. We have coaching and consultation. Coaching and consultation is what I'm doing. I'm coaching you on intentional content creation masterclass. So coaching and consultation. We have community building. Some people attach a fee for you to join their community, but they will bring out a community whereby um people can gain from each other. Then we have sponsored content. If you check some influencers, you see that they create content that are sponsored, that people pay them to create those content to advertise their goods and service. This is another way that content creators can make money. After a while, when you have built influence, you find out that everything you dish people, every content you dish out, you have more audience, wider coverage. At that level, you begin to see people coming to advertise through your page. So we have sponsored content, we have course creation. Course creation. When you're into coaching, you create a course. That course you created, you can resell it and resell it. There's no limit to the people that can buy that course. Another one is affiliate marketing, which now we find out that a lot of people are going into affiliate marketing. Why? Because there's money to be made there. It's just for you to pick up someone's product, course, or anything and just sell it. And once you sell it, you get particular returns on it. So this is very basically these are the words, the pathways that one can make money on content creation. So all of this, the most important thing is that you make sure that you create a value where your expertise meets urgent market needs. If your solution is meeting the urgent needs of your audience, you will find out that sales is a done deal for you. So just make sure that everything that you're going to dish out, it's going to be tailored to your audience. If it's meeting their urgent needs, they don't have any choice but to patronize you. They don't have any choice but to buy from you. They don't have any choice but to acquire that thing you are dishing out. So just create products, services that are tailored to your audience urgent needs, and you find out that indeed they will patronize you. Now we go to the next slide, which is your content ecosystem. Your content ecosystem is basically the the platform for your content creation. Now, in your content creation, you must choose a primary platform. What is your primary platform? Your primary platform is that main platform that you decide to create content on, like the main platform. If you check most of the influencers, they don't blow in every social media or on every social media platform. You have to have that primary platform where you will be known and you will blow before you can now move to other platforms. Like if you check somebody like Niger Brand Chick, Niger Brand Chick started with Instagram. It was in Instagram that she blew. She was not even in Facebook. I think till the last 2 3 years she was not in Facebook. Her coming to Facebook is not even long. But what she stayed on Instagram and blew there. Before now, she has moved to other platforms. She's on Facebook. She's on other platform. Somebody like Madam Choma. Madam Choma was in a, and is still she's still in Facebook. She blew in Facebook. It was in Facebook that she blew. She got visibility and popularity in Facebook. And if you check, even till date, she's focusing on Facebook. This thing is very important so that you can focus your energy on one part. You will not be sharing energy in different places. This can make you get tired and so if your energy is tailored at one place, you build your audience, build those same audience that you have on one particular platform. I bet you all of them are on all the other platforms. But if you are able to build one primary platform, when you blow, you can easily drag them to the other platform. Like somebody like Emeka Nobis that Facebook book banned his account how many times? He had already gained popularity, he has already gained influence. So even when they ban his account, people still followed him to um Telegram. People followed him to his website. He has a website. People followed his email. So your audience can always follow you anywhere. So don't even think that creating different being everywhere is it. Just focus on one primary platform. Then there will be a level whereby you can actually grow and go to other platforms. So this primary platform, you are the one that will choose based on your content. There are some platforms that support videos, some platform, if you're a writer, some platforms support writing. Like for instance, for writers, mostly you see Facebook, you see links, you could write, it supports you. But if you go to Instagram, you want to do long write-up, in fact, Instagram will not take it. So that's why you need to get a platform that is tailored to your message. If you see TikTok, TikTok is mostly videos. So if your content is all about videos, then why not? So based on your message and your own unique content, you choose a primary platform that resonates with you. It resonates with you. So now, your what is your primary content? I think we've spoken about primary content already. That's your own message. What is your message? Your own message that you want to dish out to people. What is that core message that you are delivering? You know that even if you decide to test run with other contents, you are still going to that particular message is the message you'll be dishing out. Like you could talk about family, you could talk about other things, but at the end, people will still perceive you with that particular message that you are known for. So this is very important. Then your brand positioning, you have to position yourself. Position yourself. When you have your message, you position yourself by the content that you keep dishing out. It will make you to stand out. Gradually, you become an authority in that field because you were creating different content on that thing. So even when people are looking for solution based on that area, they will look for you. They can even recommend you. They will tell you, "Ah, go to this person's page, like the page. This person is always dishing out content about this and that." Now, the next one we look at is your platform strategy. What platform strategy are you picking up? Like I said, You need to look at the kind of content you want to create, and then based on your content, you look at the what they call it. You look at the platform that resonates with your content. Some people, their own is just to create short reels. Some, their own is to create ask questions. Some is to tell stories. Some is it's just to give an information. Some is to educate. So you should check. Like I saw someone's content. What's he doing? He's teaching maths. He's teaching maths, secondary school maths, and he has his audience because there are people that need that. So people, then parents and students that want to learn some particular maths, they will go to his page. So you should be the one to create your own platform strategy and then stand by it. When you stand by it, you find out that gradually people get to know you for that thing that you're standing for. Now, automation systems. What are the automation systems that you could embark on? Number one, you should have a content calendar. Every content creator should have a content calendar. Don't just wake up thinking of which content to do. Based on your customer avatar, sit down and write down the pain points of your customers. Sit down and write their struggles. Sit down and write what gets them frustrated. What are they thinking of at night? What wakes them up at night? Sit down and write them down. So based on that, bring out topics that correlate with those things. When you bring out topics like that, you bring out different topics. You can do content calendar of 1 week, 2 weeks, but the best one to do is for 1 month minimum. When you do it for 1 month, then you sit down and draft out the post. Either it's going to be videos or whatever. If you are creating content or videos, do you know that you can record for a whole week, you can record for 2 weeks. So you already have the recording. It's not that every day you're sitting down to record. You could, if it's write up, you could write for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month. Just schedule them and they will just be dropping. You don't have any stress. So this is how to automate yourself, automate your content creation. So when you plan those things, you plan your schedule, you in fact, Google Calendar has also helped, and Google Calendar is free. Once you have Google Mail, you have a calendar that you could, you know, put a reminder. There are apps that you could put reminders on things to do. So these apps can help you. Those are ways that you can automate your posts. You have Canva also that helps. A lot of apps, we'll talk about them. And then when we get to tools, there are a lot of apps that you can use to what they call it, to automate your content creation. Now, what in when you look at scheduling, like most of these platforms, they have option for you to be able to schedule your post. You could schedule your post for a whole week, even more than a whole week. Just schedule, and then when you schedule, then they will be dropping at the appropriate time that you want them to drop. And meanwhile, even when you schedule, you can still go back and edit, do whatever you want to do before even the post has dropped. So it's not something that is like, oh, if I made a mistake and I schedule a post, how do I do? No, there's room to correct, adjust, and whatever. So basically, your your automation content manager, your automation systems has to do with the content creation and how you manage the systems, how you manage the tools that help in your content creation. So when remember that you must build quality and consistency. You must build quality and consistency. This will help in our content creation. It will begin to put you in the place of authority, because the more you are at people's faces, is a law of attraction. The more you are at people's faces, probably at first when they saw your post, they do not even bother. But the more they get to see you frequently, they begin to create a liking. They begin to create a liking for the post. And before you know it, they will start reading it gradually, and gradually they are beginning to draw them. So like what they say about kids here, you must be able to carry your audience to in different stages, from the place where they just know you, then they grow to like you, and they grow to trust you. How do they do that? How can you take them through this journey? It is simply by content creation. They started knowing you through your posts. They didn't know you. But gradually, as they keep reading, keep watching content from you, they begin to grow to know you. And then that knowing will now transfer towards liking you. From liking you, because one way or the other, you'd have created content that resonated with them, and before you know it, they begin to like you. And then from like, you graduate to them trusting you. At this level of trust, I'm telling you, to convert customers is so easy. It's so easy to convert customers. I think when I was asking before we started, someone said that he's not able to get strangers to buy from him. Yeah, strangers will hardly buy from you. Why? Because they have not grown to know you, like you, and trust you. It is at the level of trust that people buy. Even though randomly you could still see people who could, those are risk takers who could just decide to patronize you even without knowing. But this percentage of those people, they are not much. If you have 100% of customers, this percentage of risk takers may not be may not be okay. They may not be, let me just say, up to 20%, because people generally want to know you, like you, and trust you before they do anything with you. So we have come to the end of this class. For questions, because this is a replay, you could feel free to send your questions on the group or through email. Thank you. We have come to the end of this presentation. Kindly watch and take action. Take action is very important. Know your level where you are presently in your content creation journey, and then whatever improvement that you need to make it. Whatever work you need to put in, you need to put it in, so that you will grow. Thank you. Thank you so much, and bye.